Hey, so I'm back with Caves of Cud, and I've been playing that character, with the one I've been playing. He's up to like level 13 or something, and they just released a patch that made axes a lot more interesting and a lot better. It seems like, and I've just been thinking about those axe changes, and I really just kind of want to be a dude that uses axes. So, seeing as how I was playing by myself, and it skipped over me completing that entire quest line, I figured that I would just go ahead and make a new guy, and that way you can see the character creation and all that good stuff too. So let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna hit new game, and you got all kinds of options here. You can play like these daily challenges or weekly challenges, and this gives you like a fixed character. You can save character builds in case you want to like try them again, like if you get something you really like, or just do completely random. But we're not going to do that. We're going to do create new character, and then from here you can pick like mutated human, which is you have a lot lower starting stats, but you get the added benefit of being able to choose your mutations and get new ones as the game goes on, and some of them are really powerful, and with certain combinations you can be, I won't say unstoppable because it's Caves of Cud, but pretty close. And then Truekin is just like the last, at least through the story of the game, it's like the last remaining unmutated like humans, so regular people. But you get a lot more skill points per level. I mean, you get like twice as many skill points on a level up. You don't get mutations, but you get more skill points. You start out with way higher stats, strength and all that, based on the arcology, like, because these last unmutated people are from these huge arcologies that just house, they're protected, I assume, from the outside, and there's 3 different ones, and they each have like a different cultural focus or whatever, so depending on which one you come from, it gives you different bonuses. Rebuke robots, if you've ever played like D&D or heard of it, you know how like priests have turn undead, it's basically that for robots. So the regular humans, the unmutated humans, I assume it's like they have, since they're not mutated, the robots might like, they might detect anything with like a mutated genome as something that needs to be purged, so to speak. So I figure, like, if you're a regular human, the robots just don't see you as a threat or an enemy, and you can actually command them, so I assume that's why they have that. And then the Putis Templar, the plus 600 rep with the Putis Templar, they're like a group of regular humans, like the Truekin, that, they're equipped with really good armor and weapons, and they just go out and they basically purge anything that's mutated. So, not really good guys. But, if you're one of them, they obviously don't want to kill you. So, they're also really strong, so that's a good benefit to have, because if you pick mutated human, then they're definitely, you'll never be friends with them. But mutated humans are more interesting, so we're going to go with mutated human. Now, the kind of character I want to have here is, I basically want to be an axe-wielding, like, warlord. So, like, you think of a barbarian or an orc chieftain or something. I kind of want to have horns and just wield, like, a two-handed battle axe, and I want to have minions. So, to achieve that, first of all, let's just bump everything up and even everything out. I'm probably going to be stupid. I'm probably not going to have a whole lot of intelligence, which means I'm not going to be able to do much with artifacts, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm going to need ego, because I'm gonna need ego, I know that, so let's bump that up. I'm going to need strength, let's bump that up. Willpower. Your willpower score determines the frequency with which you may use your mental mutations, your hit point regeneration rate, and your ability to resist mental attacks. I'm going to bring that down a couple points. I don't like having minuses, but bump strength up. Oh, it takes 2 points to bump that up. Okay. I'm gonna want more HP. I'm gonna bump toughness up. Ego, I'll probably leave where it is right there. Agility is probably gonna stay right there at 16. Strength needs to be higher. Let's bump that up and bump that up at 20. So we're getting a +2 on strength, which is what axes are a strength-based weapon, obviously. I don't want to drop intelligence too much because as a mutant, I'm already going to be getting less skill points than normal. But I'm going to want as much extra as I can get. And if I run across any artifacts, if you have intelligence, you can examine it yourself. You can also pay certain merchants to do it for you. I'm gonna go with this. I think I'm gonna go with this. And we'll make further adjustments to these stats when I pick my class. So we're gonna go with that. And here's the fun part. Here's where we get to pick all of our mutations. And there is just way too many here for me to talk about them all. So basically, you've got your defects, which when you add these, it gives you more points to spend on more mutation. Because after this, after initial character creation, you don't get to pick whatever mutations you want. After this, you can either level up the mutations you already have, or you can spend a very large amount of mutation points, which you get 1 per level, I believe. And you can spend 4 points to get a random mutation, I believe. Yes, I believe that's how it works. The morphotypes here, if you pick Chimera or Esper, this gives you some like limited amount of control over like the mutations you get. So like if I get Chimera, what it will do is it will block off all mental mutations completely. Like I will not ever be able to get them. So when I pick my random mutation, it'll always be something physical. I still won't get to pick it, but it'll narrow down the selections. And Esper is just the same except for mental. Unstable genome, I've actually never used. It sounds interesting, but it also sounds like it could seriously screw you over. But this game tends to do that anyway. Alright, so first of all, horns. Horns jet out of your head. 20% chance on melee attack to gore your opponent. Damage increment 2d3. Goring attacks may cause bleeding. Cannot wear helmets. Plus 100 reputation with antelopes and goat folk. I think you can upgrade this to actually have an armor value, so you doesn't matter that you can wear helmets. So we're getting horns. Oh wait, no, I don't want to continue. Don't do that. Don't do that. No. Yeah, I want to get horns. I definitely want night vision because I'm going to be, assuming I live this long, I'm going to be gearing up towards a two-handed battle axe. And night vision will definitely, that's definitely something I want to have. Now, let's see here. Photosynthetic skin. You replenish yourself by absorbing light from the sun through your hardy green skin. Now that would be along the lines of an orc. It probably means that I would look like a plant, but I'm gonna picture an orc. You require sunlight instead of food. Greatly increased hit point regen rate while outside during the day. May bask in sunlight to regain 1d4 hit points every 100 rounds. Plus 200 reputation with roots, trees, vines, and the consortium of Phyta. That's good, and it's not doesn't cost that's really good, because then I don't have to worry about food whatsoever. Just period. Regeneration. Wounds heal very quickly. Increased hit point regen rate. Severed limbs regrow over time. That's good too, but it's expensive. So, actually what we're going to do is we're going to go down here and get Beguiling. You beguile a nearby creature into serving you loyally. Mental attack versus a creature with a mind. Cooldown 50 rounds. Range 1. Beguile the creature plus 5 bonus hit points. May only beguile creatures level 5 or lower. But we can level that up. Oh wait, no. I keep doing that. Beguiling. Because we need that if we want minions. Okay, so the rest of these, I still, just because I have some buddies, I still want to be an up-close fighter. Like, I don't want them to do the fighting for me. I just want to join them while we fight. So, how many... Can I get a mental and narcolepsy? You fall asleep involuntarily. That's bad. That's terrible. Socially repugnant. Others find it difficult to tolerate you in social settings. Merchants charge you 5 times the usual price for their wares and will only pay 1/5. That's brutal. And it doesn't give you a whole lot of extra points either. That's brutal. Amnesia. Acting on some inscrutable impulse, a parallel version of yourself travels through space and time to destroy you. Each time you embark on a new location, there's a small chance that a parallel version of yourself has tracked you down and attempts to destroy you. I'm gonna get that, I think. One, because it's interesting. I like to think it's like... Maybe, if I'm gonna be like a badass warlord, maybe it's like a rival warlord or something. I can make up something. But... See, I wonder... I played it before, and I know it doesn't let you beguile your evil twin. I tried it. It says you can't mind control yourself. I'm gonna get evil twin because it's interesting. It's fun. I like having somebody hunting me. But I don't know. Oh, I can only get one defect. You can't get a mental and a physical. See, I was gonna get ravenous. I was gonna be cheap, and I was gonna get ravenous. But then get photosynthetic skin so that it doesn't matter. Damn it. It won't let me do that. Well, Evil Twin's the most interesting, so we're sticking with Evil Twin. So we got 8 points left. What goes along best with a barbarian warrior? Double muscle. You are possessed of hulking strength, but your size renders your gait awkward and clumsy. Get +2 strength, but that moves speed. Oh, but you get a small chance to daze your opponent on a successful attack. That's really good. Any ability that lets you stun them, freeze them, whatever, is just amazing. Adrenal control. You regulate your body's release of adrenaline. +5 quickness. You can increase your body's adrenaline flow by up to 5 grades. Each grade gives you an extra 10 quickness and 3% chance per round to exhaust yourself. When you exhaust yourself, you lose your adrenaline bonus and fall asleep 5 rounds later. You stay asleep for 5 rounds. Increasing and decreasing your adrenaline flow are free actions. That's really good, but also could really, really screw you up if your timing is not spot on. Oof. Any quickness is good, but I don't really want to lose the toughness. Multiple legs. That gives... Now see... How much was... double muscle was 4. Dang it. Wait. No, multiple legs is 5. I was gonna say, I could get multiple legs to offset the movements because that would completely negate the negative effects of double muscled. I mean, that could happen later. But I don't know, especially in the beginning when I'm weak. I don't really know if I want to completely lose my ability to outrun stuff, because that's important. But if I have the strength... But then there's regeneration. Because if I'm going to be... I don't think I'm going to do any more mental mutations. I think I just want buddies. Primarily. Siphoned Vim would be good, because that would give me health back, but that's kind of thinking like metagaming. I don't want to think like that. I want to think about making a barbarian. So you know what? We're going with double muscled. I'm going to take the movement speed loss, and we're going to get that +2 strength, and that chance to daze. And that's going to leave us with 4 points left. Multiple arms would be cool. I still kind of want photosynthetic skin, because that's not very expensive. You may phase through solid objects for brief periods of time. That's cool. Thick fur. Triple jointed. Ooh, I lose strength. I don't want to do that. What is two-hearted? You have 2 hearts. You're much healthier, but your complex circulatory renders you slightly... See, I take a quickness loss, but I get a lot of toughness and small chance each round you are badly wounded to regain hit points. So that kind of makes me tankier, but slower. You have 2 heads. Mental actions cost 20% less energy. Small chance each round to shake off a negative mental status effect. You know what? If I get two-hearted, I'm kind of leaning towards two-hearted, but that would be the last thing I can get. If I get photosynthetic skin, I could also get heightened hearing. I could get heightened hearing. Or burrowing claws. I kind of want... Oh, the claws give you armor, though. And I can dig through walls. Oof. I don't know. Sleep gas. I can get sleep gas. Or I could get another... I could get another mental power, but that's not really... That's not really barbarian-like. Of course, I guess neither is mind-controlling people, but it's the only way I can get buddies. You know what? No. I'm gonna go with... We'll go with two-hearted. That's more interesting. I'll take the slow... I'll be slow. I'll be slow, but tough. With horns. And double muscles. And night vision. You know what? We're going with it. We'll roll with it. We'll see what happens. Alright, now I get to pick my calling. Or my class, so to speak. Apostle would make us better. That would give us a really nice ego boost, just for the sole purpose of... It doesn't make sense with the kind of character I'm making. Well, in a way, it does. It gives me an ego boost. It doesn't help my physical combat at all. But I do get Intimidate, and I do get Proselytize, which is another ability I can use to get followers. So that would fit in with my Warlord I'm trying to go with. Arcanaut gives me a pretty... That gives me artifacts and short blade, though. I'm not worried about dodging. I'm not worried about agility. Greybeard, nah, that's nah. Gunslinger, nah. Marauder would give me a lot of damn strength. I'd be strong as fuck if I do Marauder right off the bat. And I start off with axe proficiency and butchery right from the get-go, so I can get food with butchery more often. And I'll already have the axe skills. See, if I get Apostle, I'm gonna have to level up before I can learn axes. I'll be stuck. I'll be really strong, but I won't have any... It gives me toughness and recycling suit. I believe the recycling suit, like, collects moisture from, like, around you and turns it into water that you can drink, like fresh water. That gives me a lot of wilderness lore, harvesting. I don't want to use long blades, so Warden's a good choice, but I don't want long blades. Water merchant. Watervine farmer wouldn't be bad either. That gives me harvesting. That gives me skillful harvesting too, and axe proficiency. And that nice boost to toughness. That'll give me a lot more HP. It's just kind of... I'm stuck between Apostle and Marauder, I think. I really want that ego boost. Because Proselytize, I might be able to get 2 companions if I have Proselytize. Because Proselytize is from your, like, talking skill, which you can talk someone into joining you. And then I could beguile another one. I might be able to have 2 guys. You know what? We'll go with that, because I wanna have multiple. I won't have an axe ability. I'm still gonna have a -1 on willpower. But I really... We'll go with this. We'll go with Apostle. It doesn't make sense. It does for the abilities. Because I want like a little army with me. So I'll save the character build, so if this doesn't work out the way I think it does, we'll just name it Warlord. Gormog. Warlord Gormog. That's what we're calling it. And if it doesn't work out, I can tweak it. But we'll try this. So I saved it. Let's start the game. Gormog. On the 9th of Niven Ut, you arrive at the oasis hamlet of Joppa, along the far rim of Mogra Yi, the great salt desert. All around you, moisture farmers tend to groves of Viridian water vine. There are huts wrought from rock salt and brinestock. On the horizon, Cud's jungle strangle chrome steeples and rusted archways to the earth. Further and beyond, the fabled spindle rises above the fray and pierces the cloud-ribboned sky. Alright, so let's look here. Let's look at our skills. If I go over to my skills, I have Proselytize. You persuade an intelligent creature to join you. So, let me look at that. Proselytize. Got Beguile creature. So, by intelligent creature, I assume it means like a human being. Like, Beguile creature works on anything, but I'm assuming Proselytize will only work on something humanoid. I'm guessing. I've never used it. I've used Beguile, but I've never used Proselytize. I have really crappy... This is going to be rough. At least I've got horns. I've got really crappy equipment. Alright, so first of all, let's talk to this guy. Live and drink, friend. May you find shade in Joppa. Hello, Mehmet. What can you tell me about Joppa? You would be wise to speak with Elder Irudat. Look for his hut to the north. I am in search of work. Some critters are eating our water vine. Farouk claims he saw one slinking around a vine patch. Ugly little thing, he says. Pale white, 8 legs. Wonderful. And ear-splitting whine. I noticed a bit of red dirt in the water vine pool, the same we find in the soil at a nearby cave to the north we call Red Rock. Travel to Red Rock and kill as many of these critters as you can. Bring back the corpse of one, too. Elder Iridad will reward your efforts. I will do as you ask. Oh, wait.
I do as asked. Gormog want blood. Gormog need axe. Gormog have wooden stick.
Alright. What is that on the ground? Evil? Is that my evil twin already? Is that my evil... Is he... Oh, wow. Alright. It looks like he wants to play already. You know what? I wonder. Let's see if I can proselytize one of the villagers. Do I have to be next to him to use this? I think I do. Yeah. I wasted it. Let's beguile somebody. There's no violent targets. Oh, I have to be next to him. Okay. Wait. Can I beguile you? Warden Ulrich, ain't they wishing the heart keep pumping, move long if they do. Can I beguile you? Or are you gonna get pissed off? Let's find out. That was a short adventure. So, my coquetry infuriates Warden Ulrich, and he killed me with 25 freezing damage. That was a short run. So what I picture happened there is I kind of just, the coquetry, I assume that means I just whipped my wiener out and kind of like, you know, waved it around a little bit hoping he wanted to be friends. But apparently it infuriated him to the point that he felt the need to end my life. So, that's Caves of Cud. I'm going to cut it off here. I'm going to come back again, because he's dead. That doesn't last very long. I'm going to come back and make the same character. I'm going to come back with the same character. But I'll cut it off here, and hopefully I won't piss the villagers off. That answered that question, though. So, next time.